Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Rock'n'Roll Spot coming at you with the Avengers and Spider-Man portion of the weekly comic book roundup. Generally, these would be separated, but I figure, Spider-Man is Avengers adjacent, or at least, a reserve member. So, with there being just one Spider-Man book, well, we can put it in with the Avengers. Anyways, getting things started. We've got Avengers No Road Home, number 9, the next to last issue of the series. Where we left off, Nyx was, as well as our heroes, were on the planet Euphoria. Nyx had gone to enter again, went towards a house she saw. Mysterious house that she was seeing. So we start off in New York. Blue Marvel has got a team of heroes trying to keep peace and restore power everywhere. Things maybe aren't going too great, Back in Euphoria. The issue begins with a narration from Hercules. But the embodiment of the planet shows up basically to say, okay, we're gonna solve this. Asking everyone what they desire, and Hercules, of course, Nyx wants a shard of her power. Hercules kind of goes in, he wants to be the hero. He wanted to be seen as legendary again, so he stopped drinking, and that was hard. But to stop boasting, that became too hard. I wanted to be seen as a legend. The legend people wanted. And all that matters, though, is just to help someone. But Hawkeye wants to hear music like he did before his hearing was damaged. He also wants one perfect shot and one good arrow. Monica Rambeau needs light. She wants to be that light, but not for forever. Wanda wants to take a witch's vengeance on Nyx. Rocket just wants one thing he ever did to turn out right. And it turns out, though, that he stole the canister of Pym particles. Vision says he has all he needs. He's frozen and he's dying. Whereas Conan wants Vision to fight back. Then she asks Banner, and it's printed too small to read, but she simply says that she will not end his world. Then Hawkeye manages to get Nyx through the eye. They go to town on her. Rocket takes the Pym particles. And yeah, they're all just going to town on her. But she manages to get the shard. She cracks it open. And there's the house again. She goes into it. There's light coming from the house. Then Voyager. That's what she wants, or what her heart's desire is. She says to be an Avenger. And Euphoria says that I can't do that. But there's only one who can make that happen. And so gets on her feet, opens the portal, and shouts out, "Avengers Assemble!" Anyway, so they end up on Long Island. They go after the house. Hercules does what he can to hold the door open, and then Vision goes in, but Hercules has to let go of the door and it shuts, but there's still light coming through. There's still light coming through. Anyway, that's it for the penultimate issue. Oh, excuse me. Next up, we've got Captain Marvel #4. Where we left off, Captain Marvel, imprisoned by, or having been kidnapped by Nuclear Man onto Rosa Island with a time displacement bubble around it, was about to have to face Rogue once again, the woman who at one point stole her powers completely. So we open up with Rogue and Carol fighting, and it also that kind of go back and forth between Rogue fighting and what happened that day when the two of them met the first time. And it seems like it's happening again. And so Nuclear Man maybe he picked the wrong champion, the wrong woman to be his wife. But it turns out they're going to have a proper fight in front of everyone in his gladiatorial arena. So, anyways, Carol's rebellion make plans to assault Nuclear Man's citadel, and Solomon explains that hey, he's gonna have Carol fight someone. All I could really hear was Rogue, and so yeah. They get ready for that. And then, during the fight in the arena, though, Rogue manages to break through the control that she's under. And she says to Carol, kill me. So they formulate a plan. And once again, Rogue absorbs Carol almost completely. So the rebellion assaults Nuclear Man. Meanwhile, Rogue with the powers of Captain Marvel destroys her control collar. About to get started on with the fight, but it turns out there's a bomb in the citadel. And that's when Carol realizes that it's a trap, and they walk right smack into it. Alrighty, and the last book of the week, Symbiote Spider-Man #1 of 5. So this takes place way back during, if we're going to look at it literally, it's supposed to take place during the 80s. If we're going to look at it as, when the actual comics where Spider-Man wore the black costume were coming out, it would be taking place in the 80s. But with the sliding time scale, it's more early 2000s. Either way, it's before the Twin Towers fell. So, we open up with Mysterio on the floor, his helmet cracked. Spider-Man's open, wanting to get up because he's not gonna beat on a man that's just lying there. So they fight for a bit more. I use the word fight very loosely. And then we go back to Chapter 1, the plan. It turns out that Quentin Beck, Mysterio, has an old MIT roommate who's now working for Wilson Fisk. And turns out that one day he sent the teller at the bank a gas mask. The idea being he's to steal some bearer bonds, but security guard shows up. Gun he's got goes off, and the teller has been shot in the chest. Meanwhile, or later on that night, at night, maybe that night, maybe later, Spider-Man is running along the roof of the World Trade Center, painting under his arm, when he's attacked by the human fly who was trying to steal that painting. And in the end, Spidey knocks over a tower and it hits the human fly. Turns out the painting in question was in fact a screen. Next morning, G. Jonah Jameson, like, okay, so he stole the screen, but he's still a menace. So, anyways, Peter's, then we get, the old Parker bit. His landlord's wanting the rent. He just deposited a check, you should have it ready by tomorrow. Then his girlfriend, Felicia Hardy, comes in through the window in regular clothes. And so he shows off what his costume can do. She insists that it's alive, but he's like, no, it's just alien technology. He says, yeah, it's alien technology. That's alive. So, anyways, they end up going to a cemetery. To, in fact, Uncle Ben's grave. This is the first time that Peter's taken Felicia there. Apparently, this day is the anniversary of the day that Ben died. Anyways, but Peter sees Mysterio at one of the graves, so he's got to figure out. He's got to go after him, figure out what's going on, and then Felicia and Aunt May meet. Apparently, it looks like Quentin, Mysterio, is remorseful about the girl who died. I mean, nobody was supposed to, and he's done. He's out. And he thought he saw her, but no, it was just the girl with that guy that's over that grave. Well, one thing he does realize though is that he kind of needs something. He needs to do something to, at least have something he can, fall back on. But Spider-Man shows up, they duke it out, but it doesn't. Nothing sets off his spider sense, and that's when it all comes together. The girl was Quentin Beck's sister. That's why he didn't set off. That's why he didn't set off Peter's spider sense. He was grieving too. But yeah, and now one thing to keep in mind with the Black Costume era is that in the later portions of it would turn out that the Black Costume is taking control of Peter at night and having him go out and brutally smack around criminals. So, yeah. That could possibly have led... The events of this issue could have possibly led to that. Because Spidey comes off as very angry when he's taking on, Mysterio and whoever else. Anyway, that's it for this week. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon in the description box down below.
hit the bell icon to be notified when I put up new content. As always, this is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying live long and rock hard.